Hi, my name is Michael. Welcome to my channel. Today I'll be talking about my secret to earning a 64% return on investment. You know, you're just a guy who's got his master's degree in business and has a career in finance over the last 11 years teaching and working on budgeting, forecasting, and maximizing the bottom line. You're right, Mr. Llama.
What do I know?
People always told me to diversify. Always diversify your investments. So let me tell you, here's why. I'm gonna use these as examples. If all my money goes into, this is a candle, and just pretend this is one stock. Let's just call it the computer stocks. I put all my money, all my hard-earned money and my savings into this computer stock. If something were to happen to the computer industry where a certain item broke or there was just a new product that came out to the market where it just totally crushed the computer industry, guess what? My money now becomes worthless, $0. Versus if I purchase multiple candles and I have stocks in cars, stocks in international market, stocks in computer, just a whole bunch of different stocks just to diversify my investment, my portfolio. And if one of them crashes, guess what? I have other investments still within the portfolio. So I am protected. But that's not why I'm here to talk to you about. Second, I have a 401k retirement account through my employer, which is currently earning me 7 to 9% interest. I would typically be content with this return. The only catch behind this is I can't pull out this money until I'm 65 years old. Well, I got quite a ways to go. So until then, I am looking for other methods to grow and to invest my hard-earned money. Aha, Michael, I know what you did. You invested in the stock market like Tesla and Amazon, didn't you? Those got some crazy returns. Mr. Llama, you're right. Those did get crazy good returns. Unfortunately for me, I didn't have any of those stocks. Please, drum roll. I'm gonna need a drum roll. Real estate gave me a 64% return on my investment. Now, let's go over the details. I purchased multiple homes over the last several years, so I have multiple homes in my portfolio and continue to grow. But in order to easily explain this to you, I will give you one example of my home. The first home I purchased for $200,000, and now I had to put down a 20% down on the home. So basically, $200,000 times 20% is $40,000 of my hard-earned money was put into buying the home. Luckily for me, the bank gave me the 80% loan in order for me to purchase that home. And the benefit of that is the property under my name that I own. So any type of gain on the property are mine to keep. Over the last 4 years, the market has been appreciating at an increasing rate of 8% per year. So 8% appreciation on a $200,000 house, that is roughly $16,000 of home appreciation per year. So I'm taking 8% times $200,000 home, that's $16,000. Divide that by $40,000 of what I initially put up as my own money to buy the house. That is equivalent of a 40% return on investment. In 1 year, the 8% appreciation gave me a $16,000 equity on the home. That then increased my net worth by that amount. Haha, I got you, Michael. That is only 40% return on investment. You said at the beginning of this, it is 64% return. Aha, Mama, but wait, there's more. Because this is a rental property, the tenants that's staying there are actually paying rent. So every month I get that rent money. I then in turn use that money to pay my mortgage, to pay for the taxes, to pay for any type of repairs, maintenance needed on the home. So because over the course of the year, over the course of each month, that money that goes towards the mortgage, a portion of that goes to the principal of the home, and the other portion goes to the interest of the home. So I'm getting equity from the principal payment on a monthly basis. So on top of the appreciation, I'm also gaining from the principal pay down. Over the course of the year, this is roughly around 19% gain for me. Because of the principal pay down, I'm getting a 19% return. So you're thinking, what? Really? Yes, that works because I originally purchased the home on a 30-year conventional loan, like anyone else would. But after the interest rate dropped even further, I was able to refinance the home. And because the home value has gone up, I was able to increase the rent. Therefore, then refinancing to a 15-year loan. So now the principal gets paid down even faster. And because of the lower interest rate, I am able to gain from that as well. So let me explain to you the chart. So the chart here shows you that I roughly have 4 years ago, I had about $100,000 gain in equity. But 4 years later, you can see this chart has gone up to almost roughly $600,000. So in the course of 4 years, I've gained over $500,000 in equity because of the home appreciation and because of the principal pay down. Hey, Michael, but that's 40% on the appreciation and then 19% on the principal pay down. So that's only 59%. You're a short, buddy. Ha 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 ha. Mr. Lama, I'm not done. There's more. And I feel this is probably one of the most important part, even though it only adds to the 5% return on my investment. And that is the cash flow. You always want to have your cash flow to be at break even or positive. You don't want it to be negative. There are an exception for it to be negative, and that is if you know in the near future the value of the house will go up and you'll be able to increase your rent, therefore turning your rental into a break even or a positive cash flow. That would be the exception. And the question is how long, and can you wait that long? I personally don't want to go into a negative cash flow because that means I have to put more money out of my own pocket to pay for that difference, right? If you're not able to pay for your mortgage, you have to pull your own money out to make that difference. So therefore, I always want to have a positive cash flow. Now these type of returns are great. They're meant for long term, right? You have to ride it out because then as the home appreciates in value and as the tenants helps you pay your mortgage, you're gaining more and more equity each year. And the longer you wait through this process, And if you look at the whole housing amortization schedule, the longer you wait, the longer you have the home, the more you pay into the principal. So it gets very interesting, right? The longer you have the home, the more principal is being paid on the home. So the faster your equity grows. So that's my secret to the 64% return. But there's more. There are tax benefits which I end up paying $0 in rental income. What? Zero? Are you sure? You know Uncle Sam. He always wants a cut. You gotta pay your taxes, buddy. For the most part, yes. If you have a job with your employer and you have a personal income through that, then yes, you'll have to pay taxes. But because of this system and the laws around it, this is a true gain. I'm getting 64% return on my investment, and I'm not needing to pay taxes on them. So here's why. First, if you own the home and it is a rental property, you are allowed to depreciate the home over the course of 30 years because it's counted as a business. So you're depreciating that asset, that business asset is for 30 years. So you're able to depreciate a piece of that every year on your taxes. Number two, mortgage interest rate and the property tax are both tax deductible. So those are something that adds on top of you being able to deduct your taxes. And number three, any type of repairs, maintenance, upgrades that you've been working on in the home, those are also considered as business expenses. So you're also able to deduct off your taxes. So we're not talking about big dollars here, but because all these things that I've listed are more or equal to the rental income, I'm needing to pay $0 on the income on the property. Any equity that I make on a property, those are mine, goes into my equity and my net worth. Well, Michael, fine, you got me. That's very good. But someone like me, how am I gonna get that? You just got lucky, you came in the right time. Mr. Llama, I did came in at the right time and a great time, and my equity has gone up. But you can also do it as well. Even if you're not getting an 8% appreciation on the home. I mean, the average, I think, I've always seen at least a 3% appreciation on the home on a given year. So even if it's just a 3% appreciation, let me go over the example with you. You purchase a home for $100,000. You put a 20% down payment on the home, which is $20,000. And as a tip, you typically want to put down a 20% down payment on the home. That's because if you put any less than that, you have to pay for the private mortgage insurance, which they call the PMI fee or penalty. That's basically to protect the lender in the event that you default. They have an additional insurance on top of that. And that typically costs around 1% of the home price. So if you purchase your home for $100,000, you're paying an extra $1,000 per year just so your lender is protected. Not gonna help you. It's just more money out of your pocket. So I always recommend putting down 20% if possible. Now, a 3% appreciation on a $100,000 house, that is $3,000 per year. And you put down 20% down payment on that house, well, $3,000 gain on equity from the appreciation, divide that by $20,000. That itself right there, guys, is already a 15% return on investment. Now, can you tell me any stock that you can confidently say will get this return every year without those big risks? I can't. I mean, I'm getting a 64% return on mine, and I cannot honestly say any type of stock out there that can provide that type of return. Unless you're taking a huge risk or putting your money into like penny stocks, I mean, those are pretty risky. For me, I mean, I consider myself conservative, and this is a really great return on your investment. And we haven't even talked about principal pay down if you have renters, and all those other benefits that we discussed. Just the appreciation of 3% alone is giving you a 15% return on your investment. Please like and subscribe to my channel. That will at least tell me you like my content. And don't forget to leave a comment below and tell me about your highest return on investment. Until next time, have a good one. Bye.